Okay, good morning students. In today's lecture we will see one more topic in our properties of fluid, that is capillarity rise or fall. Before that we have to know what is capillarity rise or fall. Here what is happening, see here, just there is one collection tank, okay, or water tank we can say. Here there is water. Here what is happening, here water we are having. In this water what I will do, I will insert a pipe. What I will do, I will insert a pipe. When I am inserting the pipe, what will happen here? In this pipe some liquid will go. Okay, in this pipe some liquid will go. Up to where, how much liquid it is going? For suppose up to here the liquid it is going. Okay, how much height we have to find here? How much height we have to find here? Okay, for this the liquid may be in this direction. We can't say that liquid will go, but for suppose if you see mercury, okay, there is one more collection tank here. Okay, and in this collection tank we are having some mercury. Okay, mercury or oil we can say. Okay, now in this one if I am inserting the pipe, now in this one if I am inserting the pipe, what will happen here? It is a liquid won't go inside the pipe, it will go down. So the structure will be like this at that location. You can see in coming image. Okay, now let us go to the lecture. Capillarity is a phenomenon of rising or falling of a liquid surface in small tube compared to adjacent normal liquid level. Means what is happening? For suppose see here, up to here the liquid level it is there. Up to here the liquid level it is there. But when I am inserting the pipe here, what will happen? The liquid level will go up to here. The liquid level will go up to here. Means it won't go more. It will have some less. Like you can say in centimeter it will be there. Like 4 centimeter, 3 centimeter, like that. Okay. The rise of a liquid in tube is known as capillarity rise. Means if liquid is rising, then we can say capillarity rise. If it is in depression, means if it is coming like this, means for suppose see here, now this is tube. Okay, if I am inserting the pipe, it will come like this now. So here what is happening? The liquid is going downward direction. That downward direction is nothing but capillarity fall. Capillarity depends upon density of liquid, that is one, surface tension sigma of liquid, and diameter of tube. And how much diameter of this tube is it, that is also important here. Now examples, blotting paper observing ink or water. Okay, for suppose if it is a paper it is there, what will happen? It will observe the water or not, like this. Okay, like chromatography, water absorption by sponges. Sponge, you know, if it is observing, what will happen? When I am pressing here, what is happening? The liquid won't come, but when I am pressing, the liquid will be show here. Soil water rises to surface by capillarity. Okay, now expression for capillarity rise. You can see here the diagram. What is happening here? First of all, the liquid level is up to here. The liquid level is up to here, but when I am inserting the pipe, to this pipe some liquid is going here up to height. Okay, and it is not exactly level, but it is having small angle, why we are getting water inside the pipe? Due to surface tension. Why we are getting? Due to surface tension. Now see here, consider a narrow glass tube of diameter d dipped in a liquid. Okay, means with small diameter of pipe I am dipping into the liquid. Water in the tube will rise above the adjacent liquid level. Means what is happening here? When I am inserting the pipe, the level of water is increasing in the pipe. That is nothing but here capillarity rise. Here in some textbooks it will be capillary rise. In some textbooks it will be there capillarity rise. Both are correct. Whether it is capillarity or whether it is capillary, both are correct. No need to tension here. Okay. Now here, what is sigma? Sigma is equal to surface tension of a liquid. Sigma is, what is sigma here? Surface tension of a liquid, and theta is equal to angle of contact between liquid and gas. Okay, whether it is gas it is there, like mercury it is there, or any other it is there, that is nothing but here theta. H is equal to height of liquid column in glass tube. What is it? Height of liquid column in glass tube. Now, under equilibrium conditions, two forces are acting on water inside. Means, actually what is happening inside, we are having two forces. First one is weight of water, means here how much weight of water it is there, that is also important here. And weight of water column, means in this column how much water it is there, that much weight. And second one is upward force on water due to surface tension. Due to surface tension, what is happening, how much upward force here it is there, that is also important here. So how many forces we are having, two forces we are having. Now, weight of liquid of height h should be balanced by the force of liquid surface. Means how much height it is there, it should be balanced to the force. Now, force at liquid surface is due to surface tension. Why this is force is occurring, due to surface tension. Surface tension we have seen in our previous lecture also. Now, here weight of a liquid of height h in tube is equal to, generally how we will consider weight, area into, okay, height, generally we will consider as volume. What we will consider, volume into density. What is weight of the any object, weight of the object is equal to volume into density. Volume into density. Here what is volume, area of tube, means area of tube how much it is that value, into height h into rho. Rho is nothing but density of a liquid. What it is here object, density of liquid is there. For suppose if there is density of mercury, we will consider mercury is there. So density of mercury we will consider. If it is there any other like petrol, density of petrol, or if it is there any other liquid like mercury you can say, oil you can say, petrol you can say, like that. And g is nothing but acceleration due to gravity. So here what is the area of tube, as it is there in cylindrical form, we can take area as pi by 4 d square. So what is our area, pi by 4 d square into h into rho into z, that is equation number 1. Now, where rho is equal to density of liquid. Now, vertical component of surface tension, means here how it is there, it is surface tension, how it is acting, it is acting in a vertical. Here it is a rough diagram, okay, as here it is see here, adjacent side is in this direction, okay, opposite direction is in this direction, and surface tension is acting in this direction. The angle between these two is theta. Now, what will be the value here, sigma cos theta. Why we are taking cos theta, if the value it is in adjacent side, then we can take cos theta. If it is going in opposite direction, for suppose if it is going in this direction, okay, then we can take as sin theta. So here sigma into circumference area, because here what is happening, the area of this value is changing here, because here the area of liquid, how much here it is here, up to where the liquid it is there, that much area we require. So we are not taking full area, we are taking only circumference, that is cut portion, okay, into cos theta, okay. So sigma into circumference area how much, pi into d, that one we have seen in our mathematics also. So sigma into pi d into cos theta. Now equation conclude equation 1 and 2, we have to make equate, that is pi by 4 d square into h into rho into g is equal to sigma into pi d into cos theta. That is here what which value we required, height we required. So h is equal to sigma into pi d into cos theta divided by pi by 4 d square into rho into g. Now if you see here, pi cancel, and this 4 will go to in numerator, okay, and d square d cancel. So what will be the remaining, 4 sigma cos theta divided by rho g. Here one more d will be there, because here it is a d square. So 4 sigma cos theta by rho g d. Now here one more value, this is the final equation we can say, but here theta is also important. What is the angle of theta? Here the value of theta between glass tube is approximately equal to 0. Is approximately equal to 0. Why? If you see here, the angle, for suppose this is my straight line, how much angle it is there, it is almost it is equal to 0, because if it is there water, there will be only small change. For this reason, he is taking, the scientist here is taking as 0. So cos 0 1. So here cos theta we are making as unity. Therefore then rise of water is given by h is equal to 4 sigma divided by rho g d. Okay. Now next one, expression for capillarity fall. Now see here what is happening. Here we are having mercury. Here what is it? We are having some mercury. Okay. When I am inserting the pipe, what happened here? The liquid went to inside. Generally, if you see mercury, generally if you see for mercury, just mercury, what will happen? Even you are inserting any pipe or anything, it won't go down. It will be escape from the pipe. It will be escape from the pipe. Okay. Now consider a narrow glass tube dipped in mercury. The level of mercury in tube will be lower than the surface. Okay. Means here what is happening? Here level is getting decreasing. One more thing, you can take here sponge also. For suppose take the sponge and upon the top side apply some pressure. What will happen? It will go down. Same like here mercury. Okay. If it is going down, then we can say as capillarity depression or capillarity fall. Again two forces will act, that is hydrostatic force and surface tension. What is hydrostatic force? Again intensity of pressure at depth, intensity of pressure at depth h into area, that is intensity of pressure, that is nothing but area. You can take pi by 4 d square into height into rho into g. Again same formula, surface tension acting downward direction. Before we have taken upward direction, now we are taking downward direction. Including angle will be same, that is sigma into pi d into cos theta. So now again equate two forces, we are getting pi by 4 d square into h into rho into g is equal to sigma into pi d cos theta. Again we are getting here same formula, that is 4 sigma cos theta by rho g d. Now here scientist is suggesting that the value of theta is 128 degrees. What he is searching for us, based on different trial and errors, he is getting approximately 128, 129, 130, 127. So on an average we are taking the value as 128 degrees. Okay. Generally before for water what we have taken 0, but for here but for capillarity fall we have to take cos 128, that is the standard value. Okay. Now let us go to example. Calculate the capillarity rise in a glass tube of 2.5 mm diameter when immersed in vertical. Okay. There is a diameter of pipe, that is 2.5 mm. Okay. Immersed in a vertically in A water and B mercury. Okay. Both same diameter of water. He is inserting in mercury and water. Take surface tension. Sigma is equal to 0.0725 Newton per meter for water and 0.52 Newton per meter for mercury in contact with air. Okay. The specific gravity of mercury is given as 13.6. Okay. So here density of mercury has given, sorry, specific gravity has given, that is 13.6, and angle of contact is 130 degrees. Generally how much angle here it is there? 128 is there. But in question how much he has given? 130. Okay. So we have to take 130. And for water obviously we have to take as 0. For water how much we have to take? 0. Now solution. Diameter of tube D is equal to 2.5 mm, which he has given in mm, converted into meter, that is 2.5 into 10 to minus 3 meter. Surface tension sigma for water is equal to 0.0725 Newton per meter and sigma for mercury is equal to 0.52 Newton per meter. Okay. And specific gravity of mercury is equal to 13.6. So finally density is equal to 13.6 into 1000, that is equal to 1360 kg per meter cube. Here density of mercury he has given, so I am taking here 13.6 into 1000, that is 1360 kg per meter cube. Now first one, capillarity rise of water, that is theta is equal to 0. What is our formula? H is equal to 4 sigma divided by rho g d. For what we are taking here? For water we are taking here. For what we are taking? For water, that is 4 into, for water what will be the sigma here? 0.0725 divided by density of water how much? In starting lecture I have said density of water is, we have to remember for entire fluid mechanics. What is the value? 1000 into 9.81. Acceleration due to gravity is 9.81 into 2.5 into 10 is to minus 3. You may have doubt, sir, for density of water is 1000 kg per meter cube. Okay, but here it is there in Newton. If I am making into 9.81, If I am making into 9.81, then automatically the value will become in Newton per meter cube. So by calculating this all, I am getting 0.0118 meter. If I am converting it into centimeter, that is 1.18 centimeter. Okay, meter to centimeter. Now we have find for water. Now again we have to find for mercury. That is, instead of here 4 sigma by rho g d, the formula will be changed to here 4 sigma cos theta by rho g d. That is 4 into 0.52 into cos 130 divided by 1360 into 9.81 into 2.5 into 10 is to minus 3. That is equal to, here you will get the value in minus. Here you will get the minus, you will get the value in minus. That is minus 0.04 centimeter. If I am meter. If I am converting into the centimeter, minus 0.4 centimeter. Okay. Now here negative sign indicates that capillarity depression. Here negative sign indicates that capillarity depression you can say, or capillarity fall we can say. Okay. Now one more sum we will take here. The capillarity rise in the glass tube is not to exceed 0.2 mm of water. Okay, here he has given a rise, that is height he has given. Determine its minimum size given that surface tension of air is equal to 0.0725 Newton per meter. Okay, so here height he has given and sigma he has given. We have to find remaining, that is capillary rise h is equal to 0.2 mm, that is equal to 0.2 into 10 is to minus 3 meter, mm to meter, that is nothing but into 10 is to minus 3. So say surface tension sigma is equal to 0.0725 Newton per meter. So using height h is equal to, using the equation 4 sigma by rho g d. Why we are taking here rho g d? Because in question he has given water. In question he has given water. See in question what he has given. Capillary rise in the glass tube is not to exceed 0.2 mm of water. So in collection tank we are having water, not mercury. So what will be the formula? H is equal to 4 sigma by rho g d. That implies what is the value of height? 0.2 into 10 is to minus 3. That is equal to 4 into sigma value how much? 0.0725 divided by density of water 1000 into acceleration due to gravity 9.81 into d. Here d is what? D is unknown value. Here d is unknown value, we have to find out that value. So d is equal to 4 into 0.0725 divided by 1000 into 9.81 into 0.2 into 10 is to minus 3, that is equal to 0.148 meter. Converted into centimeter. By converting it into centimeter, we are getting the value as 14.8 centimeter. Okay, completed sum. What he has said? He asked us determine its minimum size. What he said? Minimum size. So size is nothing but diameter. Size is nothing but area we can say. Okay, diameter you can say, like that. Okay, now here one more question it is there. This one you have to solve by yourself. Here what is he has given question is, just I will explain. For having a blood sample of fine glass of capillarity of diameter 2 mm. Here he has given for you diameter he has given was held on a freshly punctured finger tip. So he is taking blood sample. Okay, what he is taking? Blood sample he is taking with a tube. The tube diameter is 2 mm. Okay, estimate in ml the volume of blood sample. Here we have to find volume. Here what we have to find? Volume. Okay, now take surface tension as 5 into 10 is to minus 2 Newton per meter. So he has given surface tension, that is sigma value. Okay, and its contact angle with glass as 0 degree. How much value? Theta value how much here? 0. Okay, now take density of blood as 1060 kg per meter cube. So now here what we have to find? First of all you have to find out the value of height. What is the formula for height? 4 sigma by rho g d, because here contact angle how much he has given? 0. Here contact angle how much he has given? 0. So 4 sigma by rho g d. After finding the height, here you have to find out the volume. Here what you have to find out? The volume. What is the formula for volume? Volume V is equal to area into height. Volume V is equal to area into height. Here you will get in meter cube. Okay, convert it into milliliter. Convert it into milliliter. Okay, means here what we have to do, use common sense, okay, and solve the problem and send it to me whether it is correct or not. I will say for you. This is most important sum. In last year he has given in your Mumbai University question paper. No problem. If you are having any mistakes, I will clarify it. Okay. So friends, this is about today's lecture. Thank you.